To start recording. Okay, let me do the recording as well.
Sure.
Okay, it's done. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. I like to welcome all of you, respected chairman, the principal of AQI, Dr. Mahmoud, and the family of AQI, all Ustad and Ustada and the fellow students. I'd like to welcome all of you with Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
To do the lesson 6 to 8 today, inshallah. But before we do that, I had a request from some students to recap the previous. Today, I will spend 5 minutes recapping the lesson 1 to 5. And then from next Saturday, inshallah, we will only recap the previous lesson and not all. So I hope all of you take a moment to make your note if you are ready for it. Inshallah, I hope everyone's got their pens and papers and whatever you need to make a note of. As you can see on the screen, can you see my screen?
Yes.
I'll say, okay, so you can see it. In a brief lesson 1 recap, we discussed about isim, fi'l, and harf. And I've summarized them in a nutshell. What I said, we have learned and explained 5 words in Arabic: harfun, fi'l, and isim. We have learned and explained name of an object, place, person, or of an action. Number 3, we have verb, which means has a meaning and tense. Verb, past, present, and future. Number 4, we learned and explained harf with no meaning unless in a sentence. Harf can be used with noun, verb, or to compose a sentence. Number 5, we also introduced a list of nouns, verbs, harfs with meanings, and which I believe Dr. Mahmoud has fully explained on 2 occasions, Monday and Saturday. So that was your recap for lesson 1. Lesson 2, we talked about common terminology. In this session, we learned and explained Arabic terminologies to English. For example, masculine, feminine, gender, singular, dual, plural, first person, second person, third person, etc. Also, we introduced 14 Damir chart in singular, dual, and plural format. And finally, we also introduced 19 Arabic terminologies into English meanings. And we've asked everyone to memorize as much as they can. And lesson 3 recap, Ustad Shahzalal Sarkar, and it was isim, noun. In the lessons we've learned and explained, in this lesson, we have learned and explained first part of speech. We have identified and explained 2 types of noun, which was Marifa and Nakira nouns. Is indefinite noun in English, also known as a proper noun. And Nakira is a common noun, indefinite noun in English, and it's also known as a common. So, and then we also learned and explained 3 rules to identify nouns. And the first rule was a word ending with dammatain, kasratain, or fathatain. It's a noun, okay? Second rule, if the word ending with ta marbuta, round ta, then it is a noun. Number 3 rule was, if the word start with al before the word, then it is a noun. These 3 rules you've learned how to identify nouns. Naturally, we've got lessons coming forward very soon. The whole lesson is dedicated to identify the nouns by sight. So far you've learned 3, and you will learn further, inshallah. We also learned and explained how to convert indefinite noun to definite noun. We also have learned and explained the effect of attaching pronouns and proper nouns to indefinite noun. So this was your recap for lesson 3. And now lesson 4 recap. I'll fill the verb, second part of speech, which again, it was explained to all of you on Saturday. In these lessons, we have learned and explained fill, the verb in English. We have learned and explained fill divided into 2 parts. First part of fill is known as madi. Actually, is a spelling mistake here, madi, right? Past tense, and noun, also known as a perfect tense. Second part of fi'l mudario is present tense and also known as imperfect tense. So what have we learned? Fi'l, madi, and mudari, 2 tense, past, present, future. We also learned and explained Arabic trilateral word fa'ala and identify movement on the consonant. We have introduced the Damir chart to demonstrate fa'ala using first, second, third person on the singular, dual, and plural format. And we have advised all students to memorize Damir chart, rows of 3 at a time, and all Damir must be memorized fluently. And finally, lesson 5 recap, harf jar or preposition, third part of speech. In these lessons, we have learned and explained 10 most common harf in the Quran. We also advise these 10 harf must be memorized without fail. There are approximately 80 harfs in Arabic. Also, there are 17 prepositions in Arabic, but in these lessons, we have been advised to memorize 10 most. So this was the recap from lesson 1 to 5. These has anyone got any question on this?
Explained over the previous lesson. I'm sure our students are more clear now. If anyone has the end of the class.
MashaAllah. Okay. So, and I'm sharing the PDF. Can all of you see it, or do you want me? Okay. Ustad Aisha and Brother Abdul Rashid, keep an eye on the chat box, please.
Sure, Ustad.
Someone just in large,
Come on, sorry,
please.
yeah, large. Yeah, sorry, Jackie.
Okay, is that enough? Is that big enough?
We can say,
Yes, sister, that's fine.
Slightly bigger would be all right.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Perfect.
That's it.
Alhamdulillah.
Right. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today, lesson number 6, part of sentence, optional lesson for non-English speaker. A sentence in English contain up to 8 parts of speech. Nouns, verbs, adjective, prepositions, pronouns, adverb, conjunction, interjection as different part of sentence. So, in Quranic Arabic, there are only 3 parts of sentence as follows, right? What we said first contains 8 parts of speech here, but in Arabic, there are only 3 parts of sentence as follows. And I'll explain them to you in a minute. The first is noun, ismun, which contains nouns, pronouns, adjective, and adverb. Examples: Allahu, Al-Rasulu, Al-Imamu, Al-Masjidu. And then we got second part of the speech is verb, fi'lun. And they are kala, kana, there are so many of them, but we just minimize into 2. Okay? Next is particle, which is harfun. And I've summarized them on previous 5 lessons on the note. That the first part of speech is isim, then fi'lun, and then harfun. And in harfun, we've got preposition and conjunction. And they are la, min, fi, inna, ila. And there are many more. Okay, so this is the first things we've done. Okay, in this lesson, we shall attempt to get you familiar with a few terminologies and how they work. These terminologies are as follows. Example: subject or mubtada, predicate or khabar, object or maf'ul. Here we need to understand the subject. Subject is in English, and in Arabic, what do we call them? Mubtada. Predicate, it's in English. In Arabic, what do we call them? Khabar. Object is in English. And in Arabic, what do we call them? Maf'ul. So these 3 terminologies you need to memorize if you can and remember them, because next few lessons, or up to 60 lessons, we will be referring to mubtada, khabar, and maf'ul. And if you're not familiar with them, you may struggle to remember or understand what mubtada is, what is khabar means, what is maf'ul means. That should be easy to remember them. Mubtada is subject, khabar is predicate, maf'ul is object. Now let me explain to you in below how these sentence construction work. These are just the guidelines, right? So you take a note as much as you can, and anything you are not sure or you want to come back to me, please do ask questions. Put it in the chat box and I'll explain to you. First, nominal sentence. We're talking about nominal sentence. A sentence that starts with a noun or isim is known as nominal sentence. So that's your first note. Any sentence that starts with noun or isim in Arabic, in isim, this is known as nominal sentence. In nominal sentence, we have these 3 parts: mubtada, khabar, and maf'ul. Mubtada is being subject, predicate being khabar, and maf'ul being object. First, I'm going to explain the subject bit, and then khabar, and then maf'ul. In general, the subject, which is mubtada, refers to the part of the sentence that tells who or what the sentence is about. The subject can be a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase. It can be noun, pronoun, or noun phrases, like we explained on the top here. See? Noun, pronoun, adjective, and verbs, right? A subject in a sentence, it includes the word seen in bold below. See the subject here in bold. Kelly walked down the street. Because it naturally is a name of a person, Kelly. And we've learned on the first lesson, the name of a person, place, object, or an action is a noun. So Kelly walked down the street, Kelly is a noun. They went to the school, they went to school. They is a pronoun. And it's this 14 damir. They is a pronoun, but it's pronoun, okay? The black cat slept all day. The black cat is a noun phrase. It's a kind of a small sentence, you know, the black, okay? So now you have identified noun, pronoun, and pronoun phrases in 3 different examples given in below. There are a few different types of subject, a few different types of subject. A simple subject is just one word without any modifiers. Usually a noun or pronoun, a simple subject plus all modifier. So the first one we learn is a simple subject, which is one word. And next one we learn is the simple subject plus all other modifiers. A compound subject is made up of more than one subject element. Simple subject example given in below is like Kate is a nice girl. It's just a simple subject. Kate is a nice girl. Compound subject. Jeffrey's poem about his mother made the class cry. This is called Jeffrey's poem about his mother made the class cry. So the fact is we put made in here, made the class cry. It's become as a compound subject here. Similarly, at the below, Paul and Tommy joined the soccer team at the same time. Join the team at the same time. That is the compound sentence. Paul and Tommy joined, yeah? Notice that the words like is, are, were, etc. are added between subject and predicate to complete a nominal sentence in English. No matter how long, it is always the noun performing the predicate. If you keep this in mind, it will help to understand the meaning, okay? I'll repeat, notice that the word like is, am, are, were, etc. are added between subject and predicate to complete English. No matter how long the subject is, it is always the noun performing the predicate. If you keep this in mind, it will help you to understand. Now we're going to touch on the predicate. So I've explained the subject. I hope if you got any questions or you didn't understand, let you understood the subject bit of it. Right, now
So there is a hand up by Imran.
yeah. What is, I can unmute it. Is it put anything in the chat box?
No, nothing.
I
don't know whether this is. Yeah.
Imran, if you hear me, you can put your question in the chat box and I'll answer it after I finish this lesson. Is predicate, khabar. The predicate of a sentence is information or khabar that includes the verb and everything that follows. Subcontinent, we know the meaning of khabar. Most people, they come from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. We know what khabar means. And in English, we say basically it's information, it's news, It relates to the subject, what he's doing, what he's saying, what he's performing in the sentence. It means predicates. This typically tells what the subject does with an action verb or describes the subject using a linking verb. And so that's what it means, khabar. Now, Kelly walked down the street. Here we go, walk down the street in bold. Before we had Kelly in bold, walk down the street in bold letter. Before we had Kelly bold, because we are identifying Kelly is a noun, is an isim. Here, walk down the street is predicate, is khabar. That's why we bolded it, walk down the street, meaning Kelly walked down the street. It's giving what Kelly has done, his action. So this is known as khabar, predicate. They went to school. They went to school. They is a pronoun. Went to school is khabar. It's predicate. Okay? What did they do? They went to school. And it's khabar. It's the news. Allah is most forgiving. Allah is most forgiving. Most forgiving. Allah is naturally is isim, because Allah is, wahdahu la sharik, is one and only, right? It's definitely isim, yeah? So Allah is most forgiving. So now you understand about the khabar side of it. All of these words make up the complete predicates of the sentence. The verb alone is a simple predicate. Walked down, walked down the street. Okay, went to the school, the most forgiving is a simple predicate. As with subject, it's also possible to have a compound predicate that consists of two different actions. Take a look at the example below to note simple predicate, Harry cried, and compound predicate, the mouse slowly ran towards the food. Now here we could have just said the mouse ran towards the food and slowly ran towards the food, which makes the compound predicate. She laughed at the dog tricks, and decided to adopt him. It's a compound phrase. You've got so much information here. It's not just simply saying laughed at the dog, but it also saying laughed at the dog's trick and then she decided to adopt him. It's giving you more and more khabar about it. Okay? Predicates can contain a good deal of information and may be quite long in addition to the verb, including objects, complements, and also brand new sentence with subject, etc. Now that you know the two main parts, take a look at how optional elements work. One of the most common object in maf'ul, that means the receiver of the actions. Now we're going to explain about subject, predicates. Now we're going to explain the object in English, and in Arabic we call it maf'ul.
It will be Maghrib in a minute, so it's already Maghrib in UK.
Yeah, I'll just finish this, inshallah.
Yeah, finish this part first.
Yeah,
inshallah.
The maf'ul object are noun or phrase that are khabar. They answer question what, begin with what, whom, or who or whom. The direct object in Arabic are called maf'ul bihi. Example, what? Suzanne bought the gift. Suzanne bought the gift. What did Suzanne buy? The gift. The gift is direct object, which is maf'ul. Okay? He wrote a letter. What did he write? A letter. So therefore, a letter is maf'ul bihi. The boy threw the ball. What? The ball. The ball is maf'ul bihi. Why? Because when you ask a question, the boy threw. Boy threw what? Automatically, before you complete the sentence, you have a question in your mind. Or through what? That what, which follows the ball, is a maf'ul bihi. Okay, and next is Suzanne bought him the gift. Who did? For him. So therefore him is maf'ul bihi. And finally, he wrote me a long letter. Who did he write a letter to? To me. So therefore me, I am, me is maf'ul bihi. So I hope you understand the three parts of speech here: subject, khabar, predicate, and finally is the object. In Arabic, and maf'ul, and all three parts has been explained here in this lesson. It's just for information. The next lessons we're going to do after Maghrib, inshallah, which would be lesson 7, and we will, inshallah, explore that and the rest of it. So I'm going to take about 10 minutes break to pray Maghrib, and I'll rejoin again, inshallah. Ustad Aisha, will you be able to take over?
Inshallah, not in UK. Please stay on. And our chairman, Dr. Mahmoud, will be here with you if you have any questions. Okay?
I'll make you co-host,
Okay.
inshallah.
Right. Alhamdulillah today. So, if you have any questions regarding the lesson you have just studied, or anything related to previous lessons, right? We have got one hand up, Nazmon. Okay, sister, what's your question? Hello? Can you unmute yourself and ask your questions? Okay, Sister Bushra, you're going to do your Isha. Who else? Fariha, Nazir, and Nazmon. Did you have a question? If you cannot unmute, on the chat. Okay, Tidisha. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, Sister Nazmo, you are new in the course. Welcome, sister. You just follow. And if you have just joined today, request to our admin for previous recording. So you can have the previous recording to catch up what went when in last class. So come to our AQI module 1, inshallah. This topic, please. Okay, Nana Kobadija, he pronounced it right. What do you mean by this topic? Can you please review the topic again, please, just for more practice? Okay, sure. I'll pass it to explain. Which part do you like to go over again? Please message here. Which part? We can't go over the whole lesson, but any particular area that you did not understand, Ustad can explain more clear.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me all?
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yes, sir.
Walaikum assalam. So the respectable teacher who asked me to come in the class, she actually
The senior,
okay.
so you can inshallah.
Okay, all right, okay, good. But you pointed it out, Ustad Aisha, rightly, that no one should say, so can you class or lesson or, you know, sometimes we hear this type of question, but you need to be very specific. Okay.
Walaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I have a quick question.
Yes.
Would you post the classes every week, every class, so that if we want to go over it?
Of course, sister. What's your name?
Nazneen.
And you're from London or outside London?
I'm from US.
Okay, all right, mashallah.
Chicago.
If I could just give you the Alhamdulillah, we really, our admin team works very hard to assist all our students. And this is how we do. So today, Monday, the module 1 class is going on. Not today. This has been sent to everyone a week before.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Okay, number 1. Number 2, YouTube video is given.
Okay.
So this MCQ must just question. This is not available in many other courses, brothers and sisters. So it is in your advantage. You need to go through it.
Okay.
Not just sisters Nazmeen, everyone else to do this. So you have some idea, spend some time, come prepared. Our teacher will give you a lecture uninterrupted for about 30 minutes or so. And he was really saying everything very clearly. And the students who didn't understand any part of it, they should really post their messages in the chat box. And during the week after the class, so all the options are there. Okay, so a specific question.
He wants to understand the predicate.
Predicate part, inshallah. Okay, so are we
Jazakallah.
sentence or?
He just said The previous lesson.
Previous lesson. Did you get that?
Okay, no, I of course, but then I have to open my
Your
PDF,
original
yeah.
file, okay?
Should I?
Can you?
Yes, please.
So if you, sister, if you asked me about the predicate, you wanted to know more about predicate, did you understand the... Can I speak to you, sister? Who asked for the...
Not sister, brother.
Brother, sorry, yes. Brother, what's the name?
Nana.
Mubtada and khabar, subject, okay? These are parts of speech of a nominal sentence. Did you understand the first part, subject? You'll find them.
Brother, can you talk? Yes, Ustad. Yeah.
Yeah, can you talk so that I can interact with you, brother?
The button is not working. Okay, you try to unmute him. Let me see. Oh, yeah, yeah, it is.
That's to unmute. Okay.
Yeah, you can unmute now. Try. Yeah, you did.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I understood that part. I just thought if it was possible to just do a quick overview again, just so I can.
Sure. Sure.
Okay, sorry, sister.
It's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, has it been sent in the group? Yeah.
Yeah. Go to the
Okay,
group.
we're trying to find the file.
PDF because the Ustad was sharing the PDF where it is.
No, not this. Oh, was this lesson? Can any student confirm in the group? Was it not sent?
Yeah, it was sent, Alhamdulillah.
It was sent.
From lesson number 6 to 10 was sent already.
I'm trying to really.
It's okay. You start after the class. No worries. I think it's too much of a trouble.
No. I mean, we have time until they come. 6 to 10.
Yeah, that's it. Sure.
Okay. All right, I'll go through this very briefly. So, subject, a nominal sentence is the type of sentence where it starts with a noun. It starts with an ism. This chapter is actually aimed at with some terminologies which are used in describing types of sentence in English. So subject, predicate, object, these are commonly used within grammatical platform. So our Ustad has already explained this is an equivalent terminology in English. So subject, if this is a noun comes in the beginning, that sentence is called nominal sentence. And if this sentence is beginning with a verb, the verb, is it covered within this? The first noun, which is the doer, the subject, is in Arabic, it's called mubtada. Okay, and in the predicate, which is known in English sentences as the one which is giving information about the subject. So subject is the doer and predicate is what the doer does, information about the subject. So in Arabic, predicate known as khabar. Now, there are other grammatical elements which I'm sure has not been covered in this chapter. It is mainly really to remind you about how English grammar works, because you all are familiar with that. Then he is going to take you to the next level within the Arabic grammatical explanation. Mubtada, he actually explained this to you. Kelly walked down the street. Who? Who has walked down? Who has done the task? Who took the action? That is the subject, the doer. The next sentence is, they went to school. Who went to school? Who are the doers here? They. The black cat slept all day. Who slept all day? Is the black cat. This is the subject. And in Arabic, we shall call it what? Can we in the subject? What is the name of subject in Arabic? Mubtada. Now, if we come to predicate, okay, look at this example. Same sentence. Kelly walked down the street. Now, Kelly did something. Kelly is the subject. Kelly is the doer here. But what did she do? Okay, and that is information about Kelly. That is the information about the subject, about the doer. That is predicate. And Kelly walked down the street. What did Kelly do? She took some action. What is that action? So the information about Kelly is someone walked down the street. This is predicate, simple. They went to school. Okay, who went to school? They. What? There is a mubtada. But what did they do? That is the information about the subject. That information in grammatical term, in English sentence, is called predicate. Position to teach you what subject in predicate is, because this is already you know. But what we are trying to do here, make you familiar with the equivalent terminology in Arabic. So subject, we learn mubtada, predicate, now we learn it is khabar. Khabar, what is khabar? What is predicate? Predicate is the information about the subject. Last one, Allah is most forgiving. Who is most forgiving? It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that is subject. Now, Allah is most forgiving. What is Allah? What does Allah do? Allah forgives. So that is information, that is predicate, that is khabar. So that's all. If you wanted to know more about predicate, alhamdulillah, that I hope it helps Sister Nana, okay? Feel free. In particularly, anyone have any question when the teacher, please post your message in the chat box. When he takes the break, when he starts again or stops, he finishes his speech, presentation, then he will go to this, or there will be always a support teacher to assist our lead teacher. In between, please, my request to you, do not raise hands because it disrupts. So that's not the way we work, inshallah. I hope everybody understands. Any other question until Muhammad, if you return?
Yes, I'm returned. Yeah, I'm here.
You returned, okay, mashallah. Do you think everybody has got back?
I don't know. I don't think Brother Abdul
Sadiq there?
I don't know because they're mute. So
Okay.
Brother Sadiq, Brother Abdul Rashid, Brother Jahir, are you all the UK students?
Have we passed 10 minutes, Ustad?
Yes.
Okay, I think we should start. And I believe Ustad Aisha is helping you today, right?
Yeah.
Is she you're the support teacher, right? That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So inshallah, Ustad, you take it over. Inshallah, you carry on. Okay.
Okay. I hope everyone's back from the Salatul Maghrib prayer. Okay, so now we're going to look at module 1, lesson 7. Lesson 7 is types of sentence. Types of sentence. We're going to explore how many sentences we have and what they stand for. So it's here. Sentence in Arabic, we call it jumla, complete sentence, jumlatun. There are jumlatun insha'iyya, non-informative sentence. And then we got jumlatul khabr sentence. So this kind of sentence, it contains information, and jumlatul insha'iyya is non-informative. And under this jumlatul amr, imperative, nahi, prohibit, don't do it, istifham, interrogative. And the example is given here. Amr means do it. Boy is interrogating, asking questions, finding out facts and figures and things like that, like when somebody is like an interrogative sentence. Under the jumlatul khabriya, informative sentence, we've got jumla ismiya, he's a boy. And then jumlatul filia, Allah created mankind. Another sentence, a tree in front of the house. So if you make a note, there are here, and under the banner of two type sentence, we've got other sentences, and I will name them all here. So you can make a note, inshallah. Non-informative sentence. Jumla is non-informative. Right? It's called Alam tara kaifa fa'ala rabbuka. Have you not seen how your Lord did? And this is one of a famous surah, all of you familiar with that? Surah Fil, Alam tara kaifa fa'ala rabbuka. I'll just go through, I'll ask you some questions. All right. Next one, Jumlatul Ismiya. Like our Ustad has said, any sentence start with Isim, Ismiya. It says, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All the praise is for Allah. Surah Fatiha, every one of us, we read. And Jumlatul Fi'liya. If a sentence start with verb, fi'l, then it's Jumlatul Fi'liya. And the example, Allahu ala qulubihim. Khatamallahu ala qulubihim. Allah has sealed their hearts. It's a verbal sentence. Jumlatul Shartiya. Aina ma taqunu ya'ti bikumullahu jamiya. Is a conditional sentence. Sharti. Wherever you are, Allah will bring you all together. And finally, we've got Jumlatul Dharfiya. adverbial sentence. Amam al-bayti, there is a mosque in front of the house. So what did we learn? How many jumla we learn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kinshaya, non-informative. Jumlatul ismiya, nominal sentence. Jumlatul fi'liya, verbal sentence. Jumlatul shartiya, Jumlatul dharfiya, adverbial sentence. So this is your note. You need to make a note that we've gone through these five. Now here, alam tara, as you can see, Hamza has been highlighted red, and lam highlighted as purple color. Now, is there anyone in the group can tell me what does this mean? Anyone want to answer this? You can come forward, open your, unmute your speaker and tell me.
Alaikum salam.
Walaikum salam.
The alif is a aliful istifham.
MashaAllah. And lam?
The lam.
Yeah.
Okay. Lam nafi. Lam nahi. Yeah, la nahiya.
Negations. Negations, yes?
Yes, negation.
Okay. And the alif is istifham. Is that what you said?
Yes.
MashaAllah. Okay. So everyone, have you taken a note from these? Brother has explained beautifully. This Hamza here is Hamza. It's asking questions. Lams is negations. So alam, Allah is asking, have you not? Lam in Hamzatul Istifham is asking question, have you? And then the sentence followed. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka. Have you not seen how you? So this sentence, we call it non-informative sentence, because it's asking questions, it's not so much information in there, but it's just raising a question. Next one here, Alhamdulillah. Is this Alhamdulillah? Is it isim, fails? What is it? Can somebody say?
It's ism.
Is an isim. Mashallah. Yeah. And what is this lillahi?
It's harf jar.
Harf
It's
jar.
giving kasra to the noun.
Mashallah. Yes.
Lillahi.
Yes. With the kasra is harf jar, yeah? And it means for, yeah? Alhamdulillahi, all the praise is for the Allah, the Lord of the mankind, yeah? MashaAllah, it's good. And next person, please. Khatamallahu ala qulubihim. Is this khatama? What is it? Harf?
The verb.
Verb.
It's a verb, mashallah. And it follows with the sentence, Khatamallahu ala qulubihim. Naturally, so what do we call this isim? What do we call it? Sorry, what do we call this jumla? Jumlatul fi'liya, correct. So you are getting the message now. Alhamdulillah. Ala qulubihim. Allah has sealed their hearts. Khatama means sealed, okay? The next sentence. أينما تكونوا يأتي بكم الله. Wherever you are in the world, wherever you hide, Allah will bring you all together. Such a beautiful sentence. So what is this أينما تكونوا? Can someone explain to me?
It's like a shartiya.
Yes.
Conditional sentence. Really.
It's a conditional sentence. أينما تكونوا. First you is saying wherever you are, right? And then followed with a conditional sentence, followed with a answer. Allah will bring you all together. We call it conditional sentence. And finally, Amamal Baiti Masjidun. There is a mosque in front of the house. What is this? Amama Baiti. Can someone
Amama is showing us the position, right? So it's zarf.
Yeah, zarf.
Ism Zarf, yeah. So that's what we call it Jumlatul Zarfia, adverbial sentence. Now there are some examples in below here, which I'm going to go through in a minute. Move this one here. There you go. So right. Can you see this example? Is Ismiya, Al-Jumlatul Ismiya. You can see it. Yeah? All of you? Al-Jumlatul Ismiya. Given the two parts, Mubtada, Khabrun. First one is Muhammadun Rasulun. Muhammadun is Mubtada. Khabrun is Rasulun. Muhammad is a messenger. And this, we call it Jumlatul Ismiya. Al-Jumlatul Fi'liya. Fi'l Fa'il Maf'ul. Nasara Majidun Hamidan. Nasara Majidun Hamidan. Nasara Majid help. Now Nasara is fi'l. Okay? Majidun is an external fa'il. Normally Nasara, he helped. But when we put with Nasara, then we cannot say he helped Majidun. It will be Majid helped Hamidan, which is Maf'ul. Is Maf'ul, Nasara is Fa'ilun, and Majidun is Fa'ilun. Okay? Now then, Al-Jumlatul Inshaya, which is Amr. Amr, what does Amr mean? Amr means imperative. Okay?
Command.
Yeah. So Amr here, Irham la takfur. Be kind to us. Irham la takfur. Don't disbelieve. Okay? So this is, anyone here can tell me what is the original word for irham? Irhamna.
Rahama.
Rahma.
Rahima.
Oh,
Rahama. Okay. And what is the original word for la takfur? Takfur. Not la.
Kathara.
Huh?
Kathara.
Kafar. So how did we get to takfur then?
First, we converted the Madi into the Mudari' and converted it into the Fail Amr.
MashaAllah, it's very good. Excellent. Yeah. So next one is Jumlatul Shart. Shart part here first. In tadrus. In tadrus. Tanzih. In tadrus. Then the tanzih. In tadrus is the shart. Means if you study. In tadrus, if you study, what will you get? What's the answer? The jawab. Jawab is that you will pass. You will become successful. Okay? So you can see the Jumlatul Shartiya, Jumlatul Ismiya, Jumlatul Fi'liya, it's explained beautifully here. You just need to make a note and learn them as I go along explaining it to you. Right, next we got Al-Jumlatul Zarfiya, right? Khabru Muqaddam and Mubtada Mu'akhar. Now this is it. Amamal Masjidi, Amamal Masjidi, a tree is in front of the mosque. Does anyone understand this one?
Jumlatul Zarfiya.
Yeah or no? So what is Khabru Muqaddam and Khabru Muakhar? Oh, sorry, Mubtada Muakhar.
I say خبر مقدم.
It is Khabar Muqaddam.
The predicate.
No,
One at a time, please. One at a time.
the information part is coming before the noun part here. So general sentence is like the noun comes first, the subject comes first. Here they are switched. The predicate is coming first and the subject is coming later, and the predicate is basically giving us the information.
The Khabru Muqaddam, Khabru Muqaddam means the khabar, the news came first, and Mubtada Muakhar became last. Yeah. So it just kind of as beautifully said. Normally in nominal sentence, you see the mubtada come first, then khabar, then maf'ul. Yeah. But here it's the other way. Is there what is the takeaway from this lesson for all of you? The lesson is that we need to go through these 5 sentences and see how they are set up with the, we've gone through example and all that. And this type of sentence here is also explained in a brief examples. So you can kind of practice yourself and see, how far you go. And one of the questions I wanted to ask you is that, have you all done the MCQs for last lessons?
Yeah.
Yes. It is important that you do the MCQs, and we will follow up with an answer. This is like you are doing do the test first. You tick the boxes, answer all the questions. If you get it right, alhamdulillah, good. But whatever you get wrong, when you get the answer, you may over that and see where you've gone wrong. And even if you don't understand after that, you can always come to me and put your message on the chat box and we'll explain that. So you need to do that. Inshallah, next lesson is lesson number 8.
Ustaz, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I just wanted to make sure that my Zoom is working. How much time have we got? 20 minutes, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'll just take 5 minutes. This is my last lesson.
Okay, are you tonight, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, all right. If you do this, say
5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Ustaz Sadiq, are you there? Ustaz Sadiq? Okay, all right, you carry on, sir.
Okay, inshallah. So lesson 8, it's very important. We are now going to explore the properties of noun. Noun has, in order to understand the Quranic Arabic grammar fully, it is essential to learn and understand 4 properties of isim or noun. In terms of their logical order, others follow a different order or no order at all. Although it doesn't matter, but at Al-Q Institute, we ask our students to learn them in this order. Okay, there are some rules. Remember, 4 golden rules. Why do we follow these rules? Nahu is the soul of Arabic, and Irab is the soul of Nahu. And we are learning Irab status, and they are golden letter I, T, and G. If you remember it like that, I, T, and G stand for Irab status in English. All right, I stand for Irab status in English. T stand for types, Arabic kasame types. N for number, adadun in Arabic. G for gender, jinsun in Arabic. So try and learn those terminologies in Arabic, samun, adadun, jinsun. And remember these 4 golden rules, because they will, if this is just the first introduction, we've got so many lessons on ITNG, which is to follow a touch base to introduce what ITNG stand for. They are the 4 properties of isim. Okay, let me explain this. Arabic nouns have endings. Arabic nouns have endings. Irab, haraka in the last letter of the noun, showing their role, or fatha, or kasra, like al-kitabi, al-kitabu, al-kitaba. Right? So kitabi, kasra. Al-kitabu is got dhamma. Al-kitaba is got fatha. So you can see the Al-Kitab is a book. So you can see the status of Irab, the last letter, which is highlighted in red. Sometimes it's got kasra, sometimes it's got dhamma, sometimes it's got fatha. That decide the haraka of the, okay, whether it's mansub, or whether it's jar, or whether it's marfu. It decides on the last letter. T, a common noun, nakira, or proper noun, marifa. So Arabic noun has two kind of isim, nakira and marifa, which we've learned. We've learned the 2 nouns, marifa and nakira. By default, all isim is common noun by default. They're all nakira, unless it fulfills the criteria of proper noun. For example, kalamun, a pen. Al-kalamu, the pen. You can see the meme dhammatain. The first meme has a dhammatain. Second word, because it came from nakira to become a marifa noun. Okay. N, 3 version. A singular, rajulun. Dual and plural is rijalun. Plural numbers have 3 types: sound, broken, and plural in meanings. We shall learn this later. We got G, gender. every noun is considered a masculine unless indicated. Feminine by any of the categories mentioned later. Ta, ya, hamza. We shall learn this in later chapter, inshallah. So this was just an introduction to ITNG, and we will recap then again next Saturday, doing further lessons from there on. I'd like to hand over to Dr. Mahmoud now for his final speech, inshallah. Dr. Mahmoud, are you there?
Students do deserve to be really covered, everything in full length. I think we should be extending the time for 10-minute finishing time. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Fine with me, inshallah, as long as it's okay with the students. I think it's a good idea.
Because Maghrib will be over before. Yeah, otherwise it will be short. Okay. I just wanted to, there was some technical issue today, unfortunately. Please accept it, accept our apology. However, there are few grammatical matters which I would like to quickly go through. This is just to supplement few things what Ustad Muhammad has covered. I would like to, can you see my, possibly
No, I need
not?
to screen. Hold on. I stopped sharing.
Okay,
Yes,
can
Dr.
you
Mahmoud,
see
we
my
can see your
screen now?
Yes.
Okay, mashallah, okay. Yeah, we have an objective. Every lesson, we have some takeaway for every students to be focusing on. So I'll just add a few things, okay? As I told you before, teachers here, we will just add here and there as and when we feel appropriate, inshallah. And I would like you to participate here. Ustad Muhammad, please assist me. I would like to ask a question. What are the type of sentences? I want the answer on the chat box.
Sorry, what was that?
How many types of sentence? How many types of sentences are there? I would
Yes,
like
sure.
to know from the students on the chat box, and when
Yeah,
everyone should reply.
Yeah, they're all.
Okay.
Everyone, please reply. Respond to chat box. Our principal has asked you a question. How many sentences we do have? Most of them said 5.
How many types of sentences? 5 types of sentences.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who would like to say anything different?
No, they all said 5.
It looks like, okay, 7, right. So you got
Somebody says
2
7.
answers. Okay.
Someone says 3. Someone says
The
7.
correct answer. Okay, fine. That's fine. Ustad, there are 2 correct answers I can see. Brother Fazlul Islam and Brother Selim Haq, Houston, Texas. This is what I wanted to just, add a few things for you. Okay, what Ustad has gone through, he is absolutely right, but we will now separate it, okay? So I will bring this very important takeaway. There are 2 types of sentences in Arabic. 2 types of sentences. And you can see non-informative. These are the broad types of sentences. Broad 2 types of sentences. Clear? And they're also written here, Jumlatul Khabriya Tayya. I would like you to take this away. I won't let you go home until we finish this and you learn it. And it will be in the next 5-10 minutes. Okay. So the two types of sentences, first informative sentence, and the second type is non-informative sentence. Okay. Our Ustad kept it very simple for you. And obviously it will be repeated, but this needs to be covered here. So I would like you to pay attention. Two types of sentences. Can you quickly write on the chat box? What are they called in English? Please. Two types of sentences. What's that chat box, please?
Yeah, the writing actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah, okay.
I would like someone to come forward.
Yeah.
I would like someone to come forward using your knowledge, what you heard from our Ustad. If someone could tell me what is the difference between informative sentence and non-informative sentence. Okay. And speak out if you can. Particularly new students, not existing or any previous students, please. If you can, this is the difference between informative sentence and non-informative sentence. If you know, any of you. Information gives information. Non-informative means it doesn't give information. What is information? What is the information in Arabic? Anyone knows that? Information means khabar. Khabar is familiar to you? Correct. Now, so non-informative sentence and informative sentence. What would be the possible Arabic name of informative sentence? You said khabar means information. So informative sentence possibly will be called jumlatul. Is it Khabriya. Jumlatul Khabriya. This is informative sentence because in these sentences you will sentence. Can you write it down, please, on the chat box saying informative sentence means the sentence on information. Can you write it down, please? What is informative sentence? The one which gives provides information, okay? Non-informative sentence, what would that be? No information. Rather, it is either hidden or asking for information. So the Arabic name of that is called Jumlatul Insha'iyya. For now, in that term, it's fine. But Jumlatul Khabriya, you do understand, and you need to remember that informative sentence. Jumlatul Insha'iyya is non-informative, and the examples of Jumlatul Insha'iyya, you must have heard imperative term, order, request. Do it. I said, do it. Is there any information here? No. There's no information. When I say he is a boy, there is an information, brothers and sisters. Would you agree? When I say Allah created mankind, and there is information about the doer. That is informative sentence. That is Jumlatul Khabriya, and that is Jumlatul Ismiya. Okay, sister, Khabria is getting more clear to you. It gives information and there will be doer. Okay, what the doer does. Khabria. It is three types of sentences within Jumlatul Inshaya. One is amor. You will understand about amor later. It's order, or prohibition. It is imperative, or prohibition means I'm stopping someone to do something. Sound. Inshaya is command. Do it or don't do it. Brothers and sisters, are you understanding? Are you following me? Yes? The difference between these two? And that is istifham, means interrogation. Is he a boy? What is your name? Am I getting information here? Asking a question? No, I'm rather waiting for information. To do what? Information is not there. Don't do it. Information is not there. So, amor means imperative, prohibitive, interrogative. These are inshaya and is something. Have you understood so far? Have you understood these two types of sentences by definition? I would like to hear from everyone by chat, please. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Now, next information for you. What Ustads have gone through, just to make it easy for you, that all the types which you have gone through, Jumlatul Ismiya, Jumlatul Fi'liya, Jumlatul Shartiya, Jumlatul Zarfiya, they are all under which type of sentence? Speak out, please. Some new students, please speak. Jumlatul Ismiya, Jumlatul in English, name
NOPQRA.
else, please. Okay. Jumlatul Ismiya, Jumlatul Fi'liya, Jumlatul Shartiya, Jumlatul Zarfiya. Which types of, under which type of sentences? There are two types of sentences. One is informative, Jumlatul Khabriya. Khabriya and English name is
Informative.
Informative. Okay. Only modulants when you will be speaking. It will be mainly when the senior students supposed to answer, we will request you, please. Okay, inshallah. So are you clear about these two brothers and sisters? At this stage, we do not need to know more about Jumlatul Ismiya fully, Jumlatul Fi'liya fully, Jumlatul Shartiya fully, Jumlatul Jar, because we have got 60 lessons in total, step by step. So don't worry about too much. Alhamdulillah, Ustad has made you familiar with these terminologies, with the different types. It is very important that you understand in this chapter, what is the takeaway? Takeaway is there are two types of sentences in Arabic grammar. One is informative jumlat, which gives khabar, okay? And the other one is jumlatul inshaya. Inshaya has got three types within that. And one is called imperative, which is order. One is called prohibitive, which is, and number three is question, istifham. And then within informative of Jumlatul Khabriya, there are different types. In fact, there are more than these four types as well. But alhamdulillah, you have some idea. And I also noticed that some of you do know a little bit more than what you should be at this level, which is, mashallah, very, very good. So on that, I don't have to have you understood? The takeaway as have you got it before you go home? Means you cannot forget that these are the main two types, and what are these different types within these two types? Some idea from these examples, alhamdulillah. Is that okay? Because I've got something else to cover. This information which I just shared, you will be stopped now and then every time, even after 2 years. If you are not fully aware of these two types and what are the different subtypes coming within each of these, inshallah, you will be okay. Okay? Okay, what I just mentioned on this, and that is complete, alhamdulillah. And now, as always, it is our advice to you, and please follow this recording, either class recording or the YouTube video for the same lesson without fail. I said, or if possible, both, or at least one teaching. That is your absolutely essential for you. Okay. And then during the week, you should go through the PDF file, brothers and sisters. Please raise question on the WhatsApp group. You will be surprised how beneficial it is for you, as well as it is going to benefit many other people. WhatsApp group, they have they started asking questions or raising any problems yet, Ustad?
Yes, they have been asking questions.
They have been asked. Yes. Okay, please keep it up. Inshallah, it will be very helpful. If you carry on like this, inshallah, everything will be fine. I would like to give some examples, Ustad Sadiq, and the last class which Ustad Dr. Sharkar has actually completed, and this is about harf jar. Okay, was there in that class, last class. Can you just show hands, please? Lesson. Who were there and who were not there, but raise hands who were there in the last class, which was on Sunday, Ustad, right?
Saturday.
No.
Saturday.
No.
Saturday.
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 Yes.
Saturday, yes. Can you show hands who were there?
Seven or eight hands have gone up. I'm sure more were there because looking at the numbers.
I'm sure we had more than that.
Yeah.
And my next question would be, obviously, have you memorized the 10 harf jar? This. How many have memorized? Can you take the hands off and answer again? How many of you have memorized these 10 harf jar and their meanings?
Only 3 raised their hand.
Memorized, or you already know? Memorized, or you already know?
Well, I'm not sure this question, but they raised their hand as soon as you asked the question. Or is it something else you want to ask?
No, how have memorized or already know the meanings of these 10? Ala ila fi bi li min an hatta.
Yeah, I will ask the student to put a reply in the chat box. Can all of you hear that the question is being asked, how many of you memorized tajar preposition that was taught to you on Saturday lesson? How many of you have learned or memorized? Can you put it on the chat box, please? One, two, quick, please. Three. Any more? Four. Okay. Any more? Five. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. I want the new students to answer, please. I know our some of our students from previous module, they are answer. New student to answer. I think it's about 9 or 10 brothers and sisters actually memorized. The others say they either forget or didn't have time or didn't do it. It is important.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay. There will be other things. Why I brought this today, just to make you aware. Alhamdulillah, you have been spending time. There are certain things you have to do without fail. When you say you have to memorize it, you memorize it. Now, without doing that, and spend 90 minutes here and then, more time later on, and by not doing that most essential things, then it's totally wrong. What's the point?
Yeah, I think we've said this during the launch. The success of the students is our success, which is taking this tone. I'll give an analogy. So many people, these days they look after their health and they sign up to a leisure center or gym membership. They can pay for attendance, do the exercises or the workouts, and they're not going to benefit. So similarly, we provide you the resources. We're here to support you, inshallah. Fi sabilillah, alhamdulillah. But you have to the worry for you is if you don't keep up, it'll pile up. And you know what happens? Shaitan will come and tell you, oh, this is too much, and will convince you to quit.
From your quick tip,
there's not much here to memorize. These are a few words. Easiest thing is write it down multiple times on a sheet of paper. Times if you need to read them multiple times. It won't take long. Half an hour, even if you're slow, an hour. That's an investment for the sake of Allah that you won't regret, inshallah. Write it down multiple times.
Everyone, student,
on the chat box.
In the chat box, meaning of hatta. Okay.
Can you see the response, Dr. Mahmoud?
Yeah, I can see. I see 1, 2.
Yes.
4, 5.
It's looking like computer generated so fast. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
That's encouraging. Yeah, you discouraged us before, but now we are very happy.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And next word is cat.
most have got it right, nearly all.
Oh, let's say 12, 13.
Okay.
Answer 14 now. They all said
Okay, good.
they're correct, and one got wrong actually.
Okay.
I like to say something about this to all the students. Look, you made the effort, you come into this platform, and you are here for a purpose. You want to be able to read the Quran, right, without translation. You want to be able to read the book of our Creator who sent to us. So this is a big mission in your life. If you spend the grammar, Arabic grammar, is very cheap for you. People spend all their life learning this, and we are making our utmost to give you whatever we here 24/7 to answer your questions. But we said there are some lessons you may have to memorize, and this is your task. We can't memorize it for you.
No, I've got some other task actually, Ustad.
Okay.
So if I could ask more questions,
Yes.
what's the meaning of this?
The meaning of wow? Please answer. Yeah.
We are studying the chapter Harf-e-Jar preposition.
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7. They got wrong 8.
Okay, I'm not sharing, Ustad. I'll be asking question, and if you could get the answer from them, okay?
Yeah.
Min, quickly.
Min. Okay.
And it has to be very fast, okay, Ustad? Sadiq?
Yeah. Most of them got it right, except 1 or 2, but okay, it's fine.
Okay, it has to be very fast.
Yeah.
Okay, Ila.
Yeah, Ila,
1,
please.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Time over. How many you got? Because if they look at the script to start lesson, then obviously they got the answer.
Yeah.
If know it from as soon as I say it within you. Quick.
Most of them got it right, except 1 or 2.
Okay, time. I will just count up to 10. Within that, I have to have the answer.
Okay.
Next position is ala. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time stopped.
Yeah.
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 15, but I think a few of them.
Next go. Lee.
Yeah, Lee, please.
1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay,
16. I've
don't
got
count
16.
any more after.
I think there are 3 or 4 wrong, incorrect.
Okay. 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 Lee is 4 or 2. Okay. Those who have made mistake. Go to next one is an.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
16. I've got 16, but 1 got question mark and the other is wrong. 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay. Got it right, only except one or
Okay,
two.
it's fine. This was very easy task. Okay, very, very easy task. Next question is, how many of you have actually MCQ of this chapter, which is lesson 5? It was taught on Saturday. Today is Monday. Make a practice, brothers and sisters. Class finished. Within 24 hours, sit down, finish it off. It shouldn't take long. Should take maximum half an hour. And then you are in control. You've done the MCQ. Wait for the answer. It's coming. See what you got wrong. Revise it yourself. Why was it wrong? You learn it. This out of the way. So there are obviously more to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a page with 40 examples of harf jar. In fact, there are 10, 12 common ones, but with multiple examples. And it gives the context as well. Minan nasi. Can you see from the people? Ila sirati. Why is sirati there? Can anybody tell me quickly? Speak out on the microphone.
Because of
Why
the harf jar ila.
Yeah, that's the power of harf jar. When it comes before an ism, it makes the status majroor, means it gives kasra at the end, last haraka. That's it. Mashallah. And in short, min has got meaning. Is it true or false?
By itself, it doesn't mean anything until it's with the noun or a verb.
Do you agree with this answer? By chat, please answer. Yes, no. Is she right? She said min doesn't have its own. When it comes to an ism, it gives a meaning according to the role the ism is playing. Right? Do you agree with that? Yes or no? Very easy question.
Eight says yes, 2 say no.
Huh? Someone said
8
no.
people say
Majority
they
of
agree
them
with
say, yeah, majority of them say yes.
And some say no.
No.
So Sadiq. Okay.
Yes.
Those who said no. It is a problem because this was in chapter 1, lesson 1, lesson 2, then lesson 5, harf jar. Harf jar, harf taught in lesson 1, 2. And then 4, again, it was repeated. And someone said no. So, brothers and sisters, put yourself in our position. We are teachers. We are trying to help you work together for one cause. You know what that is. But if people don't do what they should be doing, it's a problem. Problem for whom? Is it a problem for the people who are not doing it properly? Or is it a problem for other students? Or is it also a problem for the teachers? You to just interact because we are concluding now, finishing now. We just highlighted some issues. You all will be doing well. You all are brilliant, no doubt about it. It is just to make sure that you act epistles. This is not to make you feel bad. It is just to make sure that you are focused. You are fully ready and you are doing what you should be doing. Hear from few new students. So far, how did you find? With that, we'll conclude. Ustad Sadiq, sorry, Ustad Muhammad will conclude. But just from 2 students, how did you find so far? we just updated you now that, we showed you some of the students are not possibly doing it. So what would be your advice? I want you to advise some of the students who are not doing it. From here, I would like to hear from you. You are addressing your fellow students, brothers and sisters, inshallah, saying what everybody should be doing. Please, please. Mhm. Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you
I'm
hear
sorry.
me?
I lost you.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Sister Najmo.
So I'm new today, so I got the link from my friend Ainun Naher.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
so I want to learn the lesson Quranic actually.
Inshallah.
I
Today,
need help.
please go through all the videos from your friend, or just ask the admin. Or you need to just go through all the videos so far covered so far. Please, okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. From 2 students who have been already attending, please say something to your other brothers and sisters for them to be a little bit more serious.
We need to focus. The worksheet.
No, I'm talking to. I mean, you joined only today, right, Mr.
Yes,
Nazmun?
yes.
Yeah, and I'm just asking other
Oh,
students.
sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Hear from you, brother. Can you stop the recording?
Assalamu
Brother
alaikum.
Hamad.